Let's bring in family spokesperson Tony Haripersad, who joins us via our video link this morning. Tony, thank you very much for joining us this morning on the AM Report. A difficult month for the family of Babita Deokaran. It's the 23rd of August, which is that painful day when she was killed.
Good morning, Michelle, and to our viewers as well. Yes, it is a very, very difficult month. And, on the 23rd, it will be 1 year now. And the memories are all afresh in the family. And, we feel very hurt and heavy at this point in time.
Tony, the News 24 investigations of thousands of WhatsApp messages, emails from Babita to officials in the health department, including the Gauteng Health CFO, giving us a window into those weeks before her murder, that she was investigating corruption in the health department, that she had flagged it, and that she feared for her life. Is this new information to you and the family when you saw the reporting from News 24?
Yes. This is absolutely new information to us. We didn't know anything of this until we saw it on News 24. And, the family is really shocked. We're disappointed. And we're hurting and angry that this had to happen. And it appears that someone was negligent or, not paying attention to what's happening. And because of whatever happened here, we are now being exposed to the truth. And our family is really hurting and disappointed at this moment, the least to say.
Yeah. What has been the family's interaction with the health department itself? I mean, given what we now know about the kind of corruption that Babita was flagging in her work in the health department, the promises that were made to her by the Gauteng health boss, Lerato Madio, that her concerns were being bumped up so that they could be dealt with, and that in fact, on the day of her murder, it emerged that Madio, in fact, never escalated what Babita had brought to their attention.
Yeah, we are absolutely disappointed because, according to your report on the 11th of August, when Babita was communicating with this particular official of the government, the Gauteng Health Department, she was given the assurance that the investigation was in place or requested for. And I think, Babita's response was, I thank you for the support.
Right.
But, the reality is there was no support and there was no truth in what was conveyed to her. And to us as a family, it hurts us. It hurts us to know that our loved one thought that she was receiving support and, she would have been much safer. But unfortunately, that did not materialize and that was not the truth.
And the fact that she said those words, she said she feared for her life in the work that she was doing.
Yes, that's right.
Continue.
She was a very noble person. Although she feared for her life, her integrity and truth prevailed. And she didn't back down, but she stood for what was right and what needed to be corrected.
The question I was asking you earlier about your own, as a family, your own interactions with the Gauteng Health Department, have you been kept abreast of their own investigations into how and what led to Babita's murder?
No information whatsoever. We have not received any information. And I think, the police and those that are responsible for the investigation have not informed us anything as yet as well. So I don't know the reasons, but we just assume that because the matter is sub judice and they have information that they are working with, and maybe they don't want the family to know because they want to protect the information until it is surfaced in court as well. We don't know, but we haven't been updated. But what I can say is the prosecutor, Reuben Stevens, he has made a trip to Durban to meet with members of the family and explain us in detail about the court proceedings and the way forward. So we appreciate him for that, you know. We appreciate him for that.
It's really difficult to try and put yourself in the position of the family of Babita Deokaran, especially given that it's coming up for the 1-year anniversary of her assassination, and more so to put ourselves in the position of her daughter, because she had just dropped her daughter off at school before she was killed.
That's right, that's right. You know, this hurts us, and there's never a day that goes by without members of our family talking about her or thinking of her or making some comment about Babita, because everything around us, Babita was totally involved in, you know. She was a very integral part of our family. And as 23rd gets closer, we hurt even more, because on that particular morning, before leaving home to take her daughter to school, she communicated with the entire family on the chat group, you know. And little did we know that maybe an hour later she will be no more.
How is her daughter coping, Tony?
Her daughter is very strong. Yes, her daughter is absolutely strong and doing well. She just turned 17 in the month of February. But, you know, for a young child who's lost her mother, she is very strong, and we are hoping the best for her. But we can also see a lot of Babita in her daughter herself, you know. Her independence and her inner strength comes out, and we really appreciate that. Our prayer is that over the years the child will grow well, and, you know, everything will be well.
Yeah, absolutely. So what is the family's call now to those who are party to what unfolded in the health department, those who didn't do what they said they would do insofar as taking Babita's concerns of corruption to the higher ups? What is the family calling for insofar as preventing what happened to Babita and to her family from happening to someone else who is trying to do the right thing in blowing the whistle on corruption?
Yes. No, our family is calling for justice. Justice must prevail. The perpetrators must be brought to book. And we are hoping that even if the net is bigger and the syndicate is bigger, those that are responsible for a death must be identified and brought to book. But I also want to say at this time that the family also takes comfort and solace from the fact that there are so many lobbying groups that are standing by with whistleblowers. And, you know, the groups have been formed and arisen. And there is a voice out there in the country that's speaking for justice, crying out for justice, and also for the safety of whistleblowers in South Africa. There are many of the organizations like Platform to Protect Whistleblowers in Africa, COPAC, OUTA, Corruption Watch, Right to Know, Active Citizens Movement, the Kulumani Support Group. You know, these are all institutes, whistleblowers for positive change. We appreciate them. We appreciate them, and we feel and we know at this stage we are not alone in this.
Well, Tony,
we have even those that we don't know personally, but are fighting for the right cause. And the family wants whistleblowers to be protected in our country as well.
Well, Tony, we wish you and Babita Deokaran's family all of the very best as you continue on this incredibly painful journey. Tony Haripersad is a family spokesperson. It's coming up for the anniversary of the murder of Babita Deokaran, who was a whistleblower in the Gauteng Health Department. She was shot dead on the 23rd of August last year, just after dropping her daughter off at school. It's a story we're tracking still as we continue to cover the issue of corruption.